The 24-year-old is in critical condition tonight after suffering a cardiac arrest and collapsing on the field during last night's game in Cincinnati. We'll speak exclusively to Hamlin's teammate Dion Dawkins. There you see him, he's standing by live. But first, CNN national correspondent Ryan Young has new details.
Tonight, as fans in Buffalo pray for Bills safety Damar Hamlin.
Our prayer is that God heals Damar Hamlin now.
The Bills revealing in a new update Tuesday that Hamlin remained in critical condition in the intensive care unit at a Cincinnati hospital, where stunned fans gather to show their support.
He's going to pull through, that's what we're here praying for.
Now another Bills player is down.
Hamlin still fighting for his life, nearly 24 hours after this unprecedented scene on the field. The team saying he went into cardiac arrest after a collision during a routine tackle.
It could be a condition that is rare known as commotio cordis, which is basically a blow to the chest and to the heart. That actually causes the heart to go from pumping blood, as it normally does, to the heart muscle actually quivering or fibrillating.
Fellow players surrounding and shielding him through minutes of CPR. The team says his heartbeat restored before an ambulance took him off the field.
I've never seen anything like this.
All this playing out live before the game was postponed about an hour later.
To see, these big, strapping, strong football players shed tears over a situation like that speaks volumes. Secondly, I think when you look at how it permeated the entire stadium, the people were silent, they were respectful, they were all concerned.
That postponement became indefinite today, with the NFL announcing that it, quote, informed the clubs today that the Bills-Bengals game will not be resumed this week. The NFL saying in an overnight conference call that resuming play after the event was never an option.
We never, frankly, it never crossed our mind to talk about warming up to resume play. That's ridiculous. That's insensitive.
While some players returned to New York, others remained in Ohio with their teammate. The NFL Players Association offering every resource available for players of both the Buffalo Bills and Cincinnati Bengals.
For us, the dream is real, but the dream, even though we understand the dream comes with great sacrifice, we never want that sacrifice to be paid from the expense of anyone's life.
Hamlin's family releasing a statement today thanking the teams, fans, and the medical staff for the love and support shown to Damar.
He has a strong family. He has the ideal support system. Optimistic.
Everyone's rooting for me.
Hamlin was drafted by the Buffalo Bills in 2021 after playing college football at Pittsburgh, a relative newcomer only beginning his NFL career.
You never know when the last day could be that you're getting to experience something like this, so I'm cherishing it every moment I can.
It's been interesting to see the sports world react to this. Wolf, I know you're a big Buffalo Bills fan. Bills Mafia has been all throughout the city. We talked to some fans who said they just fell silent last night inside that stadium. They could feel the pain amongst everyone else. And also tell you just in the last 10 minutes, our Adrian Brodus talked to a man who said he's a member of the family. And they were just talking about how, one, they want to make sure people understand the impact this young man was having in his own community. But at the same time, this entire family feels the prayers from across the country because obviously there's so many people who've been reaching out to share their love. There was even a prayer service here in town today centered around this. So many people asking questions about what can be done to make players more safe, but at the same time, understanding this seems like something that no one could have ever expected and something they'll never forget.
Wolf, absolutely right. We are all praying for Damar. We've been praying all since it happened last night. Continue to pray right now. Ryan, thank you very much. Let's discuss what's going on. We have an exclusive interview right now with Damar Hamlin's teammate on the Buffalo Bills, the offensive tackle, Dion Dawkins. Dion, thanks so much for joining us. Have you heard anything about how Damar is doing tonight? And how are you and the team doing?
Well, first, the team is doing what we can. It's a lot of sad clouds and a lot of happy spirits, a lot of happy prayers. But we are all devastated. When things like this happen, it's a shock to all of us. It's a dramatically unique thing that has happened, and we're all going through it together. And honestly, the entire world is. Everybody like that has seen it, our whole country, every football fan, everybody who's not even a part of football has seen and heard this story. So we're all handling it in different ways. But it is a unique situation.
It's a heartbreaking situation indeed. Dion, you played in last night's game in Cincinnati. When did you first realize something was horribly, horribly wrong?
Well, when everybody's emotion on the football field, like I seen Trey turn around, I seen Dane sprint over towards him. Dane is one of his best friends, and they're both Pittsburgh guys. And then you kind of look around and you kind of see the medical staff doing their job, and like when it's like something minor, like somebody is down but they're sitting up, like guys are moving, but like at a nice pace. But like when things like this are going on, like when they're waving really fast and calling guys on the field and calling for the elite medical staff, that's like when you really like realize that something is really, really wrong. And this was one of the first experiences for myself where something like this has happened in this type of way, where it silenced an entire stadium like that was at an uproar, a half a play earlier.
Yeah, it was so heartbreaking. I was watching Monday Night Football, of course. As you know, I'm a huge Buffalo Bills fan. We saw the emotion on the players' faces. These grown men, huge men like you, crying. Damar was getting medical treatment on the field. The ambulance was right there on the field. What was going through your mind, Dion, at that moment alongside your teammates?
So many things. Well, it's in that moment, like you kind of just realize, like you really can't take anything for granted. And looking at a teammate, a brother, like on the ground, it's just a drastic state. And understanding that, like all of the things that we have gone through this entire year, from the start to now, it has been just constant, beating for Buffalo. And then to see a brother laying down and everyone else just kind of just come on, get up, and all of those drastic emotions like that are pouring out, just seeing him. And when we can't physically do anything to help him, and letting our trainers and our doctors that did such a great job. I mean, and just to even speak about that, right? Like I'm so blessed, and our organization is so blessed to have a team that we had at that moment to do everything that they can to get Damar at a state that he can get off of that field, in that ambulance, and to the hospital. I am extremely thankful for Nate and Denny and all of those guys that did what they did. Dr. Bassan, all of those guys that were there. But like in that moment, you're just thinking, like, what can I do? What can we do? And then it immediately just breaks you down into prayer, like whether you're a believer or not. Only a higher power can really take control of what is next. And our people that help, also assisted that higher power. But it was just in that moment where you kind of just have to be vulnerable and just let prayer just go up and work its magic.
I think it's fair to say they saved his life. I see, Dion, you're wearing a Chasing M's hat. That's Damar's foundation, the charitable foundation. There's been an outpouring of donations to his Troy Drive fundraiser for poor kids, $5 million overnight and counting right now. He wanted to start off with about $2,500. But what does that say about the impact beyond the football field?
It just shows that the world can come together. There's been a lot of a lot of negativity, a lot of hate, a lot of bad things like that have been going on. And with something like this that the world has felt, like the world has felt Damar. He's out there playing the game that he's loved. He's worked his whole life to get to the NFL. He's there. He's been playing at a high level, and his play and his emotion and who he is as a person has showed the world and has shocked the world of care. And everybody has, just gravitated towards him and gravitated in a beautiful, peaceful manner. And the money that is pouring in, it is beautiful. But as many dollars that are pouring in, like, we need as many prayers, because dollars go, but prayers flow. And the more and more and more that is happening, it's just a beautiful horizon. And Damar is a fighter, and he's fighting, and he's gonna keep fighting. And we know our teammate, and he is one of the strongest guys. So like, he's gonna keep fighting, and he's gonna make it, and he's gonna just keep pushing and keep pushing, because that's what we're all built for, and that's what he's been built for, to fight. So and when things like this happen, Wolf, like it just shows like for all other people like that are quick to go on Twitter and talk about, oh, he should have caught that pass, or he missed the tackle, or he dropped that ball, or he missed that block, or he could have did this better. Like all of us, and especially Damar, we're out there giving our lives to this game. At any split second, which this event has showed, it could be this or this. It could be a plus or a minus. And not 1 second of our life is promised. And with this play, it is showing that one play later, it is taking Damar, a 24-year-old man, into his knee, and he's fighting. And for everybody that thinks that, oh, it's about a fantasy point, or my draft, whatever. Like it's just like, this is real life. This is real life, and we go out there and we risk our life every day for the entertainment of the world, which we understand. But for the people that are watching, like, just understand that this is real. Football is real. It takes 100% to play this game, and we give it our all. He gives it his all, and he's giving it his all, and he's still giving it his all to the second, and we're here with him.
We certainly are. He's an amazing young man. The NFL, Deion, says the Bills and the Bengals won't resume last night's postponed game this week. Is the NFL, in your view, doing everything it can to prioritize Damar?
I think so. I'm truly blessed that we didn't have to keep playing. We don't control that, and the fact that we were able to take a step back and process everything that was happening, and they kind of put our emotions and our feelings and our person in that favor. Like, these individuals matter, and they did not force us to go back out there and play. That shows, and like, I know it was patterns to it, but the fact that we didn't have to go back out there on that field and play, it just shows that there is care, and that's all that we could ever ask for, is that we get treated as people, because like, most people just treat us as athletes and as superstars and as some people like celebrities, but in that moment, they treated us like people, and being treated like as a person that is cared for, it's a beautiful feeling. And I'm thankful that I was treated as a person, and so was the rest of my teammates, because at the end of the day, we are people, and we have feelings, we have emotions, we cry, we hurt, and we have families, and they hurt and they cry, and we're individuals that are imperfect, and the world wants us to be perfect. And thankful that the NFL has definitely, put us first.
You're very well said indeed. And Deion Dawkins, you're one of my heroes, as you know, because, and not necessarily because you're a great offensive lineman, you are, but because of what you do to help people in Buffalo. You've been outspoken, you've been a champion for change, as we say, in going out there and helping the families of the victims who were massacred at that top supermarket, and we are grateful to you as well. So many Buffalo Bills have been doing things like that, and we are thankful for you for all you're doing. Deion, thanks so much for coming in and helping us appreciate the enormity of what happened last night.